Now we're going to take the report that we've been working with for the past couple of videos, and we are going to refine it further. Imagine that you have an environment with thousands of systems and multiple operating systems, and you want to narrow your results down to one operating system. Let's call it Workstation 6.1, which you can see toward the bottom of the report. Traditionally, you would either export the results of the report or drop the query into SQL Management Studio and drop the results of the query into Excel and filter it that way. But what we're going to do here is we are going to create what's called a parameter, which will allow us to have a drop-down box that we can select which operating system we want. So let's just get right to it. We'll go into Designer. We're going to create a new data set. That data set is going to contain the operating system name, so let's just call it OS name. The data set's going to be embedded in our report. Select the data source that you're using with this report. We're going to go into Query Designer and edit as text, and I've already preloaded the query. Now, let's explain this. For those of you who don't know, I'm doing a select distinct, and what that basically means is that I want to select unique values out of what I'm telling you to get me. So select one distinct value out of all the operating system names that I'm pulling from our database. So what I should get is a list of one name for every operating system ordered by the operating system name. So that's our sort. Let's click the button, get the results, and look at it. And as you can see, we do. We have an operating system name in order for each operating system in our environment. So we know the query works. Let's click OK, click OK. And now we're going to create our parameter. You go up here to Parameters, right-click, and add one. We're going to call the parameter OS name. And the prompt that will be displayed to the user running the report will be operating system name. I'm just going to leave everything as default on this particular screen. We're going to go to Available Values, and we're going to say get these values from this parameter from a query. That's the query we just created in that last data set. Which data set do we want? The one that says OS name. The value field we want to pick is the operating system name and 0, which is the only value field in there. And the label field we want is there. This is it. If you want to create default values, you can. I would suggest not. That way the field is blank when you start. Click OK. Now, this doesn't do us a whole lot of good unless we take that parameter that we've just created and move it down into our dataset 1. So let's go into here and let's just change this. We're going to call this OS details results. And now we're going to put in here what's called a where statement. And you add that after your from. And what we're keying on is this right here, which is the value we pulled from our last query. I'm going to copy that, and we are going to add a simple where statement, which is where this is equal to our parameter, which, as you recall, is OS name. Now, in Report Builder, you add the @ symbol, which you can see right there, to your variable. So we're going to say is equal to @OS name. Click OK, and let's run the report. As you can see here, here's our drop-down box. It's asking us to select a value. As we stated before, we're going to look for Workstation 6.1. I'm going to click that, and then over here, click View Report. And there we are. That's how you create a parameter to get narrowed down results in a large report.